But she is a great gal. Love my wife. We've been having a wonderful time together. I will tell you this about us. When my wife's mother found out that we were going to get married, she decided that she was going to move from where she lived in Vermont and move to where we live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And yeah, no applause for that. Don't worry. I don't have to, we don't know where either of those places are. So she moved down to Pittsburgh, and about 2 months after she got there, she slipped on the ice, broke her shoulder. And then my wife's brother moved down from Vermont, and now I have both my mother-in-law and my brother-in-law living in Pittsburgh. So next month, we're moving to Vermont. That's the right thing to do to keep the family dynamic going, huh? But my wife's really helped me out. She's helped me from so many aspects of my life. And like I said, with my food and diet, she teaches me how to eat better. And one of my problems is I love butter. Anybody else love the butter here? Anybody love the butter? Couple people. The rest of you know what I'm talking about. It's yellow. It comes in sticks. You buy it a pound at a time. Come on, people. Some of you might have been churning it earlier today. Now, come on, people. I don't know why I'm so mean. I do. I love the butter, especially on my mashed potatoes. Oh, I love mashed potatoes. And if you love mashed potatoes like I love mashed potatoes, I have 2 words for you. Yukon Gold. Anybody else with me? Come on, the Yukon. This guy's like, is that some cryptocurrency from Canada? No, it's a heck of a potato is what it is. It's so good that when you mash it up, it actually looks like butter. And I will tell you what I do with my Yukon Gold potatoes. I peel them, I boil them, then I place them in my KitchenAid mixer. Anybody else got the KitchenAid like me? Anybody? Nobody's got the KitchenAid? What about you, sir? What kind of mixer do you have over there? Yes, I'm staring directly at you, sir. Yes. He's like, I don't know what I got. I just punch the potatoes. I just punch them. I don't know. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to get through the rest of the joke. So it doesn't matter. So that's right. I put them in my mixer, and then I put in 2 sticks of butter. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. 8 potatoes, 2 sticks. And then I use the half and half. Forget 2%, forget skim milk. If I can't find half and half, I go out in the field, I find a cow. I'm like, get in there, get in there. And I mix them up, people, nice and smooth, nice and smooth. Take a big scoop, put them on my plate, then I take my spoon. I make the lake bed. Anybody else make the lake bed? Of course you make the lake bed. Everyone makes the lake bed. Some people call it the well. Some people call it the dam. I asked one fella from West Virginia what he called it. He's like, I just call it the butter hole. Butter hole? I don't want to eat anything with a butter hole in it, do you? Just doesn't sound very appetizing. I asked one woman what she called it. She says, oh, I call it the nest. I said, why would you call it that? She said, I put my peas in it and they look like little eggs. You're insane. That's what's wrong with you. Well, I do. I take my spoon, I make the lake bed, then I take another big glop of butter, and I drop it in. Then for me, I close it up. I work around it for a little while. Come back a few minutes later, hit with a fork, bam, butter volcano, love it! But my doctor says my cholesterol is very high, and I now have to find a butter substitute. And I found this stuff, it's called gravy. Oh my gosh, it is unbelievable. It looks like lava coming out of the potato. It is awesome. But I can't do that anymore. I can't eat my potatoes like I like to. I gotta exercise. One thing I don't do is go to the gym. Anybody go to the gym? Couple people. Anybody else? Anybody ever drive by the gym? Anybody else? Make this really easy. Is there anyone in the room that knows someone named Jim? This guy's like, I had a Slim Jim on the way over. It's a tasty meat snack. Does that count? I went to the gym. I worked out for about a week and a half, lifting weights, thought I was getting bigger, developing muscles. Then I realized I was swollen. He quit very quickly. There was this one guy there at the gym. He was doing on an incline bench. He's doing sit-ups, He's like doing like the sit-ups like a spring hinge in a hurricane. This guy's like whack, 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 whack. I was like, oh my gosh, how many of those are you gonna do? He says, well, I start out in the morning with 1,000. I said, 1,000 sit-ups? Why would you possibly do 1,000 sit-ups? He says, I'm working on my six-pack. Pulls up his shirt, has a rock-hard, rippling stomach, turns to me and says, you got a six-pack? I said, oh yeah, I got a six-pack. Just like to carry around this gallon jug I got here, kind of working on the party ball. That's the look I'm going for. And the most embarrassing thing for me at the gym was not going to the gym and working out. It was actually after I worked out, and I went to take a shower, right? So after I take my shower, go to put the towel on that they gave me. Couldn't get the towel all the way around. Oh, I could get it all the way around. I just couldn't get it to hitch, you know? So now I had to go into my gym bag, get out a chip clip, put the chip clip on. Now I'm walking around with a chip clip on, showing a lot of thigh. Now I gotta eat the chips that are in the bag because it's humid in the gym. You don't want them to go stale. Now I'm leaning against the wall eating chips, watching men shower. That's a little suspicious. This guy in there, you know what he's doing? He's shaving all the hair off of his body. I said, what are you doing that for? He says, doesn't matter how toned you are. If you shave all the hair off, looks like you got more definition. I said, really? He's like, oh yeah. So I did that. Now I look like a giant baby. A big, fat, waddling toddler with razor burn. Because that's sexy. 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 You know, that's S for sexy, if anybody wasn't noticing that. These people are like, no, that's S for stop it. Just stop it. Now we do yoga, my wife and I, we do that at home. If you don't know anything about yoga, one of the first tenets is you have to learn to breathe through your nose. You breathe in through your nose when you're standing up. You breathe out through your nose when you're bending over. And then you put on Spanx and try to stick your head into your butt. And if you achieve it, you've reached nirvana. Yeah, the problem is that as much exercise as I do, I love to eat. I love eating. I love eating late at night, especially. Here's an example of that. A couple of weeks ago, I'm laying on my daughter's beanbag chair. It's about 2 o'clock in the morning. I'm eating a bowl of ice cream off of my chest, wishing I had a Klondike bar for dipping. And what comes on is some exercise regimen on this commercial. It's like, it says in 90 days you can have rock hard abs, incredibly toned body, you get taller, you get a tan. It's unbelievable with this thing. I order it in the mail. Yeah, it's 90 days in a row. You got to do it every day. That's not like it's spread it out like over a decade or something, you know?